umaga pa na yun. Wala po, spectators na.
By the way, si Mr. Obiena, ang Chinese surname niya pareho kay Ambassador Chua. Ang si Chua talaga. Congratulations to Mrs. Obiena.
Oh, champion. Thumbs up.
Yes, number picture.
Everyone, thumbs up.
Yes.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay.
Yes, Andre. Mr. Obiena.
Salitain muna natin si champion, si gold medalist EJ.
First, I want to say thank you for everyone who came here. Of course, thank you for the FFCCCII for all your help. And the donation today is definitely a significant amount for me to be able to pursue and take the best options for me going to Paris. So really, thank you so much for everyone here. I just remember when I was driving a while ago, I remember walking the streets here and going back in high school, so getting the signatures, if you remember, in school, so you want to get the scholarship and discounts, you need to go in these buildings to have it signed. And yeah, I remember going here when I was a kid with my mom, and brings back a lot of memories, and kind of gives you a little bit of how far I've been and how far I've become, and I'm very proud of my roots, and I'm very thankful again to the position I'm in today because of everyone here.
Thank you very much, Mr. EJ Obiena. Dr. Pedro, the media requesting maybe you have a few questions for Mr. EJ Obiena.
Yeah, you have 10 minutes.
Mr. EJ Uy Obiena, yes. May microphone tayo, can we give to some Larissa or Rose or Lani, pwede na yung mag-assist. Regina, check will assist. What's your question, each person?
One-liner. Ako sa WRC, IATV Channel 23. What will you do with your money? The 5 million, the 1 million?
Total of 6
Total
today.
6.
So I was saying this is a donation, so I think I didn't achieve this alone. So I definitely would distribute it as well with my team and make sure that we can plan moving forward. Right now, I think I need to also give a bit more importance to what I have achieved, not because only of me, because of my team, of my coach, Pedro, my physio, Antonio Gulieta, and my psychologist, Sherry Kasuga. I think these bonuses needs to be, shared to my team, because it's not just my effort that we're able to bring back the gold from Asian Games.
So how will you inspire the young millennials like you to get into this kind of vision?
To be world class like you. How can young people be like you?
I don't really know. I don't think there's a specific blueprint to, just put someone there and they're going to be successful. But if there's going to be an integral part, you need to be happy in what you do, you need to enjoy what you do, so that every hardship that comes in your way is something you consider as part of the game or part of your journey.
Thank you.
Be happy with what you're doing. By the way, nasa tabi mo is the founder of Happy Place. Kaya kasi na siya. When you mention
Thank you.
Yes. Any other questions, please? Yes, may tanong dito. Pwede pa i-about your microphone.
Let me add a few words to
Yes.
to EJ. Alam niyo, dumaan siya sa crisis, even with our sports officials. During that time, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang training niya. Diba? That is very inspiring. Kahit nahihirapan, kahit kulang ng budget, tuloy pa rin. Diba? Ang pagsisikap, kailangan tuloy-tuloy. Bawal sumuko. Ang sumuko, talo. Diba? Ang hindi sumusuko, yan ang mananalo. If you give up, that's the end. You have to continue in spite of struggles, in spite of problems, in spite of difficulties. And that's what EJ symbolizes. That's what he continues to work. And he's going back to Paris to work hopefully for the Olympics gold medal. 6.2 and 6.2 lang yan. Kaya mo yan, di ba? Kaya ba yan? Kaya ba natin yan? Kaya natin yan. 6.2. Oh, parang isang tinapay lang yan, eh. 0.2. Tinapay ni Wilson, buwan na yan. The key is, giving up is not an option. Bawal ang sumuko. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy. Next question.
Thank you. May tanong kanina related to what Dr. Pedro said. How did you overcome your crisis? Recent one. How did you overcome that crisis?
I don't think I can control emotions, but I was able to do it with a lot of people's help.
Yes. Thank you. May tanong dito. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, congratulations once again, and thank you for your generosity in sharing your blessings with your coaching staff. Relative to your training, during the last week's tribute at Chiang Kai-shek, you said you had 4 training camps that you intend to prepare. Could you give us a relative time frame where each training camp will be held? Not necessarily the venue, but the time frame before going to Paris.
So the plan is in December because California it rains a lot, so we decided to go somewhere else at that time, considering that California also doesn't have a indoor facility specifically for
Yes.
field. Then early next year, there's going to be a few camps for indoors to prepare for the World Indoor Championship in March. Then after that, we're going somewhere else where the conditions are very optimal for us to test new stuff, and that will be around April. Then the last one is a pre-camp going to Paris.
Which would be around what?
That would be, I would guess, like 2-3 weeks before Paris.
Within I surmise it will be also within the French capital, at least for acclimatization. Well, I know some of the facilities there, but as you said, we'll not tip our hand para naman makakuha ka ng first tips dun sa mga training camps there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Please introduce yourself before your question.
Good morning, Lisa Lopez from your TV. Sir EJ, next year, babiyahin ka naman papuntang Paris for Paris Olympic. Ano yung ina-expect mo dito sa Paris Olympic? At ano yung pinagkaiba nito na preparation mo doon sa nakaraang Tokyo Olympic?
I think wala akong expectations. I have more aspirations, I would say. Going to Paris, I know I'm currently world number 2, therefore I'm, one of the favorites in the podium. All I'm thinking about is being able to perform at my best when it comes that day. I think that's all I could ask for, that's all I'm aiming for. And by that time, when we're in the field, we're going to aim for that goal.
Okay, another question. Ano naman yung pakiramdam ng pagtanggap sa'yo ng mga Chinese fans nung nasa China?
Especially you have a competitor also from China now.
Yeah, to be honest, that Chinese guy that I was there, he's really a good buddy of mine, he's a really good friend. Last year when I went to the US, I got home for pretty much, he waited 12 hours. That guy has been having my back ever since, and we've been really good buddies, and we've been training. I think it's been announced now, the whole podium of the Asian Games trains under one coach. The single similarity of all 1, 2, 3 podium finishes, and that me is my coach. So we're training buddies, iron sharpen iron, and I'm very happy to be able to train with such incredible athletes.
Ang tanong niya pala, what is your reaction to the audience, 80,000 cheering you, even though you're from the Philippines?
Well,
how was your reaction?
It was definitely opposite to what I expected. I was expecting boosts, especially if I would go toe-to-toe against with the Chinese team. There's 80,000 of them there. There's a few thousand people, a few hundreds, even maybe Filipinos. I was expecting a loud and roaring boo, but totally opposite. It's a lot of cheers, a lot of good positive energy, and for a moment in time, I think it was not about Chinese or Filipino. It was the whole Asia watching the best of Asian athletes compete, and I think that unifies the whole continent.
Last question. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes.
Yes.
May tanong din pala dito. We have some entertainment editors here. Baka they have a few questions. May tanong ba? Ano tanong po doon? Please, mention your name.
From ABS-CBN News. with government officials, we really never thought of representing any other country. And can you talk more about that and how important sports is for nation building?
First of all, I just want to generalize government officials. There's different entities and different things in association and NGOs that covers the sport. Sorry, your question again, please.
You talked about that how despite everything that happened, you didn't want, it never crossed your mind to represent another country, even if there were some countries that were trying to recruit you, and how important is that you stuck with the Philippines and you really said how important sports is for nation building?
I think I need to go back to my roots to understand why I chose to represent Philippines and has decided to stick with it, even though it's probably not the most decision that would make sense for me at that time. As I said, I grew up here. I remember my mom and me walking around the streets and getting signatures for my scholarship back in high school. And this is what made me me. Being a Filipino, growing up in Tondo, commuting in a jeep every single day, 7 a.m., made me who I am. So the reason why I've achieved what I've achieved is the people who stayed with me, raised me, the community that I grew up with, definitely made me a little bit tougher. And all I always say when my coach knows that I'm tired and he keeps telling me, hey, how can you keep going? I just said, I'm a Filipino. I grew up in worse things. This is not the worst thing in life. I mean, I'm not very privileged growing up, so I guess I'm built a little bit tougher.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Wait, on this side, may sentence. Yes. May microphone, parating na. Yes.
Thank you. So, EJ Uy from the Philippines, you mentioned already about your good body, and I saw during the TV broadcast that he was so disappointed that he had to settle for the silver. So, what did you tell him after the event?
I don't know if I could tell the whole reason why he was disappointed. There's also, as I said, there's a lot of different people governing sport, and in every country there's different problems and different issues. All I can say is he wanted to jump higher, and I truly believe he could. His season's best is 575, and when he jumped that, we truly believe he could jump at 80, 85. That's why going into the meet, I know I need to jump higher, and I know that it was not a walk in the park. So the disappointment that he had there, it just showed how hungry he is to improve. And I'm very, happy and proud that I'm training with someone that want to go, you want to go a little bit better, focus, and I want to surround myself with people who are like that. And all those 3 people there in that podium, they're not satisfied with what they've jumped. That's why we keep progressing, we keep moving forward, because everybody wants to be better. Each day, every day, and we understand that for us to be better, we need to, go to toe to toe and sharpen, as I said, iron sharpens iron.
So, do you see both the other guy as threats as well for your Olympic, say, Binondo?
I don't see them as threats. I see them as friends, and I see them as my training partner. And as I said, when he was disappointed, he explained to me why he started tearing up, and there's a couple of mistakes that he did. And I don't know if you watched the whole thing. I was checking his mark, he was checking mine, and we're helping each other out. And I think that camaraderie, that respect to each other, and being able to empower each and everyone to do our best, I think that's what makes me see them as friends more than any threat.
Thank you very much.
Time's up.
Yes, before we finish, there's an editor who would like to give you a letter because they want to give Dr. Pedro an award. Mr. EJ Assis, can you come forward and present the letter? He is the president of the Society of Philippine Entertainment Editors. He would like to give you an award, not today, but a letter for an award.
Today is for EJ.
Yes. Mamaya mag-picture sa'yo.
Picture.
EJ. siya, di ba tanong mo kung, teka na.
Bigyan mo yung mic.
Yes.
Anong tanong niya?
Ang tanong niya kay Art, di ba yung pelikulas ng artista?
Yeah. It's si EJ. Ay, EJ. Sorry. Kung gagawin ang buhay mo ng isang pelikula, sino ang gusto mong gumalaw? Hindi naman ako.
Cecilio. I don't really know. Right now I'm just really thinking about how I'm gonna be better and what I can improve. I don't even think about the whole responsibility of inspiring a nation. I think that's a consequence to what me and my team are trying to accomplish.
Okay, because in person you are really good looking. You have a height. Siguro ikaw na lang gumalaw sa sarili.
No, I'm not good at that.
Okay, sige. Pwede rin ako. Pwede rin. Well, let me thank all the media who are present today.
Thank you.
Media journalists. Palpakan natin ang lahat ng mga media people natin. Kayo ang pag-asa namin na sana tuloy-tuloy ang support niyo para kay EJ at saka sa Federation of Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industries Incorporated. Kami po ay Dugong Tsino, Pusong Pinoy. Naniniwala kami, dito kami pinanganak, dito rin kami mamamatay. Kaya kailangan umunlad ng Pilipinas para umunlad tayo lahat. And let me thank also all the wonderful members of the Federation represented, seated at the table, are the past presidents. Ang daming past president nandito to support. And also board members sa likod. Marami pa dyan sa baba, hindi makakakyat kasi puno na. But thank you all for your wonderful support. Maraming sila lahat. Sana we will have more and more EJ in the coming days to represent us and to make Filipinos proud. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. The EJ has to leave as I promised 12 o'clock, 12:05 na. Okay?